welcome to a review that I'm so excited to do. I'm so thankful Milk Makeup sent this package my way. I've already cracked into this, but you guys, they sent me the full collection of these lipsticks, which I'm pretty sure are new. I don't think I've seen them before. I don't think I've seen anyone talk about them. So I'm excited. I'm gonna swatch all these for you guys. We're gonna do a wear test on them, and I'm very, very excited. I mean, I'm mainly just excited because I haven't done a full swatch video for a very long time, I feel like, so I'm excited to have this opportunity. I'm excited because I feel like I like the brand just in general. I like their aesthetic, and I'm excited because I haven't heard much about these, / I don't think I literally have heard anyone talk about these, so I'm excited to see how they do because I don't know anything about them. So let's hop online, let's go onto Milk Makeup's website, we can read about them real quick, and then we can go ahead and get to swatching. We can see what all the colors look like, and then we can see how they wear on my lips throughout the day. So here we go. Like I said, these are the Milk Makeup lip colors. They are $22, and you get 0.09 ounce of product in each one of these. They've got 12 shades. They only sent me 10 of them, so maybe they have had these for a while. It looks like really they've got a good range of reds and pinks and purple type colors, and then a brown, and then also, you know, the nudes. It looks like the color Extra and then the color Low Key are considered new shades for them. And these seem to have great reviews. They say that it's a creamy lip color that provides full coverage, comfortable wear that lasts from dusk to dawn. I like that pun there, Milk Makeup. The formula features a 30% pigment load for super intense color in one swipe. It's got lots of good ingredients to soften the lips and boost moisture. It also glides on and feels like a second skin. It's got a demi-matte finish, and it is vegan and cruelty-free, which is awesome. For application, it looks like, according to this little video, you put it on like a lipstick. Great! And it looks like they did include Extra and Low Key, which are the two new shades according to their website. So I'm excited to show those to you guys. I'm excited to show you guys all these lipsticks, and I'm excited to test them out. So let's go ahead and sing the song together, and then we can go ahead and do just that. Let's test, hot mess or the best. So we will go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. Start off, we have got the shade Cream. Now let's see if these, it looks like that is as far down as they go. So for those of you who don't like it when you've got that exposedness, because I know it's hard to get back in the cap, this one seems to be a bit higher up for whatever reason than the other ones. I can't screw it down anymore. But either way, there you go. There's the shade Cream. It looks like a beautiful nude type of a color, at least for me. It kind of has a mix between the Bite Beauty lipsticks and then a crayon. Not my favorite, but it's also really not potent or anything. I feel like I really had to sniff that to get any sort of a scent. Let's see how this glides on. So yeah, that definitely did go on very creamy, very lightweight. I think just because this is a lighter color, you know, the one swipe thing definitely wasn't true for this one for me. But this really does look like a nice demi-matte nude color. It's one of those like kind of beige with kind of a toffee thrown in type of a thing, so it's very pretty. Next up, we have got the shade Name Drop, and this one definitely gave the one swipe of color, as you can see. It was very pigmented, hardly took any effort to get this amount of coverage, and it's beautiful. It's just a kind of typical orange-based red, but it's really, really beautiful. You know, it's not too neon, so I actually feel, you know, comfortable wearing this, because normally with orange shades I'm like, ooh, but people always tell me they look good on me. But this one I would actually be comfortable wearing. Next we've got the shade OG Red. This is a classic red color. It's like a mix between a blue-toned red and then a tomato-y red, and you know, it's classic. It's very beautiful. It's a great red that really does look good on basically everybody. So if you're not into the orangey reds like the last shade, then this one is gonna be for you. Now this next one here, called Low Key, this was tough to put on. It had a lot more stiffness and tug to it, which I don't know, it looked like there was less pigment, but maybe that's just because it didn't melt onto the lips quite as nicely. It's also not my favorite color on me personally. It's just kind of one of those like washed out gray toned mauve lilacs, I guess, so it just kind of makes me look dead overall. So this one overall, from color to texture, is not my favorite, that's for sure. Next up we have the shade WIFEY. Back to the good formula here. It was very silky creamy to go on. It didn't seem as pigmented as the first ones, just because I think this is such a close color to my actual lip color. It's like a very classic mauve-y rose, I would say. It's very pretty. It's definitely got that cool undertone to it, but it's just a really good nude with a good punch. Next up, we've got the shade Girl, and this is screaming fall to me. This is a cool, smoky plum color. And by cool, I mean both cool toned and like, I feel like cool kids wear this kind of a color. I don't know that I'm quite cool enough to pull it off, but shoot, I kind of like it. This one glided on super silky, super nice. It was nice and pigmented. Just overall, it's a really, really nice color if you're into these kind of like not quite mainstream lip colors. This was a nice one. Next, we have the shade Dip Out. This one was exceptionally silky creamy, and it really reminds me of Revlon's Black Cherry. It is a gorgeous color. It really is just like a blackened cherry color, but like the juice of the cherry, you know what I mean? So it's got that sheerness, but you're able to build it up if you want to a more opaque finish on the lips. I just think it's a beautiful color. It is gorgeous for fall, summer, winter, spring. I don't care. Just wear this color because it is absolutely beautiful. This next one is called Extra. It's one of those purples that looks almost black in the tube, but then once you put it on, it's kind of a sheer and patchy purple. These really aren't my favorite colors of lipsticks just because they do tend to be so sheer and patchy, and you kind of almost need a lip liner underneath them. But overall, I think this one was able to build up pretty darn well, and it is a really pretty like deep purple color. It's got that hint of black to it, so it's definitely like an edgy purple for sure, but it is really, really pretty. Next up, we have the shade Wavy. I love this color. This is a really, I think it's pretty unique, honestly. It's like one of those brick reds, but it's got a really heavy chocolate brown to it as well. It's really gorgeous. I love it. I don't think I've ever seen a brick red with this much of a brown to it, and I just really like the way that it looks. Not to mention, you know, it went on really nice and creamy, and I'm really digging this color. It's just something different and unique, and I just like it. Darn it. Last up, we have got the shade New Whip, like whipped cream. Oh, I'm digging this color too, you guys. I don't know why I've been so into these like deep, rich raspberries. I mean, I know why I've been into them. It's because they're beautiful. I just think these colors make the teeth look really bright, and shoot, I just like these colors. This one is really beautiful. It went on really silky. It did seem to be a little bit less pigmented than some of the other ones, but overall, you know, I feel like I was able to build it up and everything. And it seems Fig has taken up fort in this this new box contraption. Very nice, very nice. So I'm gonna stick with New Whip, A, because I don't want to take another lipstick off my lips, and B, because like I said, I'm really digging this color. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go on with my day here. I am also testing out the Benefit Boi-ing concealer today, so if you want to see everything that I'm up to, definitely go ahead and check out that video. It will probably be going up before this one, I think. But yeah, I mean, I've just got a typical day here. I'm excited to bring you guys along with me. I'm excited to see how these lipsticks end up wearing on my lips. As of right now, they are feeling really, really similar to the Bite Beauty lipsticks, like I mentioned. Not only the smell, but then also the glidiness of them. These ones might be a little bit thinner of a formula, I would say, but we will see on longevity and everything. I think this color will be really indicative, seeing, you know, how it ends up wearing, how it fades, and all of that. So I will check in with you guys throughout the day, you know, before and after meals, and just really whenever it's pertinent to see how the lipstick is doing. It's currently 3:26 in the afternoon. So yeah, I think that's about it for now, and I will just be seeing you all very soon here on YouTube land. Bye! Hello everyone, good evening. It is the end of the night here. It is currently 1:17 in the morning. I am very happy to report that my lipstick is still on, and it looks pretty darn good, you guys. Give you a close-up here. I think for the most part it looks pretty darn good. You can see I really don't feel like it feathered at all. It did fade a bit, you know, in the inner corners of my mouth, and you can also see there was like a little tiny bit of like pilling. I don't know what to call that on the inside part of my lips. But overall, it's been very comfy throughout the day. It's gotten a bit like stiffer, I guess, on the lips. Like it doesn't feel as creamy when I rub my lips together, but like that's fine. I can still rub my lips together. It was super easy to reapply and everything. Lasted decently through my meal. As far as I can tell, it doesn't taste like anything. It's just got that very slight scent to it. I did check and these are very comparable, you know, in size and price in comparison to the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipsticks, which they definitely remind me of. These have 0.1 ounce of product. Those have 0.15 ounce of product. Those are $2 more than this one, so these are technically probably a bit more expensive. And I do think I like the Bite Beauty ones just a bit better. I think the scent is a little bit more pleasant. I like the packaging better in that it doesn't stick up out of it, so I don't have to worry about the cap and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I do like the look of this packaging. Like, I think it's very sleek. I think it feels nice. But like I said, I just don't like that it sticks up and then I get very concerned when putting the cap on and everything. It just reminds me of Wet n Wild lipsticks, which I never liked about those. But I mean, I'm still really happy that Milk sent these my way. I'm very appreciative. I'm very happy to have these in my collection and everything. I can't lie to you guys. Like I said, I do prefer the Bite Beauty more, but maybe you'll prefer these more, you know? You never know with these things. So to put things into a numerical perspective for you, I have got my pause rating system. P stands for performance, A is for application, W is for worth the price, and S is for shade range. So for performance, I think this did great. You know, it's not like it stayed completely. I didn't have to reapply or anything, but it has been very comfortable on my lips. It is super lightweight. Like, it really doesn't even feel like I have a lipstick on right now, but my lips do feel moisturized. And it really did last very well through my meal and just overall. I really just had the issues in the inner corners of my lips. I'm sure a lip pencil would probably fix that. So I'm just gonna give it for performance a 4.5 out of 5. For application, these were mostly good. There's that one color that didn't perform well. So I feel like that's just it's a misnomer. Let's get rid of it and rate it based on the application of all the other ones, which was very good, very creamy, very silky, mostly very pigmented. Some of them were a bit sheerer, but you could build them up. So I'm going to go ahead and for application, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. For worth the price, I think these are really good lipsticks. You know, worth the price in comparison to Bite Beauty, I would say no. I would rather spend the extra $2 and get a Bite Beauty. But if we're not thinking about that and we're just thinking about these Milk Makeup ones, I mean, I think this is a much better lipstick than something you can get at the drugstore. You know, if you like that demi-matte kind of a look and everything, it's super comfy. I like the packaging for the most part. So for worth the price, I'm gonna give it a 3.5, I think. And then for shade range, I thought it was a good shade range. I mean, obviously there could be a few more colors thrown in and everything, but I really thought it was a pretty dang good comprehensive. They had nudes, pinks, mauves, plums, purples, red and orange and browns. Did I already say that? Like, they had a good range, I would say. So I'm gonna give it a 4.75 on the shade range. So overall that gets a 17.25 out of 20 or a 4.3125 out of 5 paws. I really do think that that sums it up. You know, these aren't perfect for me, but I do think they're really, really good lipsticks and definitely worth checking out if you have been thinking about checking them out, or if any of the colors or the formula appeals to you. I do think they're worth checking out. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys in seeing all the swatches and the performance and whatnot. If the video was helpful and or enjoyable for you, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you are new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye! It's a very aggressive bye. Bye, guys.